Good Vach. We're going to try to connect Chabad and Breslov and the Litvische world together. As you know, I try to people ask me of my Chabad, my Breslov. Baruch Hashem, at this point, I'm a Nasher, it's called. A Nasher means that I nash from everyone. That just became my avodah to be able to unite everyone together, both externally and internally. So I want to discuss, today is the Yortzeit of the Baal Tanya. Baal Tanya opened a shvil, a channel of Chassidus, an incredible shvil. And the Maseches babametzia, which is the celebration we have today, of thousands of religious Jews and hopefully even some that are not even religious are study Daf Yomi. An incredible mitzvah. It's called the biggest mitzvah because Talmud Torah Kulam. And it's a mitzvah that's done by so many people. The schus of Meir Shapira to institute learning Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam is something that if you haven't yet connected and you're thinking and you don't have already a very good set of learning, a shear of learning of Gemara every single day, there's the famous Klosenberg Rebbe. He said that Gemara is the Roshi Tevos of Gavriel, Michal, Efal, and Uriel, which are the Malachim, the schus of the Malachim. And that's what's an Indian to learn Gemara before you daven, because the schus of those Malachim help already in the davening itself. But I don't have to tell you how incredible a learning Torah itself. It's what the Gemara says in Maseches Avodah Zarah, that the world doesn't exist for 1 second without the learning, and especially if it's something that's done by so many people, is incredibly powerful. So Kedai to learn, to study, to join. Baba Basra starts on Tuesday. You still have 2 days to get ready for Baba Basra, the 176 Daf. But it's something so I've seen people that connect the Daf Yomi, and the more you learn it, the more times you chaza. People in my shul chaza 2-3 times, and then they kvetch and they're in a mamish sad when they don't understand something. And Baruch Hashem, there's a beautiful vote I saw. Ach toiv v'chesed yirdefuni. So many times we have agmas nefesh, we have trouble. We're trying to do a mitzvah, and people don't chap. Ach tov v'chesed yirdefuni. David HaMelech said, if I'm going to have trouble that's going to pursue me, let it be the toiv and the chesed. When I'm doing the toiv, which toiv Chazal say is Torah, or when I'm doing chesed, sometimes we get all aggravated. I'm trying to do a mitzvah. No, instead of a chas v'shalom having aggravation and other things, to have the aggravation and the effort and the toil in our chesed and our learning, that's the best. That's a good thing to have. I saw that of Steinemann also wrote that. It's something so powerful. You want to daven mincha and you're having all the trouble, and the kids, ladies want to daven mincha and the kids are bonding, and somehow you're trying so hard. It's a good sign, and it's good. It's something very positive. So I want to get back. Today is the world of Chassidus. It's a Baal Tanya's Yortzeit. It's also, we're finishing off Maseches babametzia, and we're starting Baba Basra on Tuesday. There's a small Omud, so many are celebrating it today. So it's a Yontif today and tomorrow. So you could, those that they're making a sim in shul, their shitas you don't say tachlin, so that's even a double celebration. And Rav Nachman writes the following. Rav Nachman writes the first Torah, fascinating Torah. He writes that the chen of the Jewish people in the eyes of the non-Jews is based on the learning of Torah. The end of Maseches babametzia finishes with Rab Shimon Bar Yochai, and it speaks about the apirya, and Rashi says the chen. The chen of the Jewish people comes from Torah, and it's so appropriate, especially today. We get so lost in, of course, it's exciting, and Donald Trump's gematria is 424, which is, I think, Mashiach ben David, and he's 70 years old, and David HaMelech had 70 years, and it's beautiful, and it's exciting, but we can't get lost. You could even watch the inauguration and hear Donald Trump say Gevaldik, that in God we trust, and Hashem is the one that's watching us. It's Hashem, he said God, and that's beautiful. Baruch Hashem that Hashem is mentioned. At the same time, a person still has to watch his eyes, and it's better not to watch, it's better to listen, and it's better to not get lost with the idea that Trump, it's in his hands, and there's a guarantee that whatever he says is going to happen. To forget the pasuk in Mishlei that says that literally leaders are puppets. So it doesn't mean that we don't have our shtadlus. Of course, we have to try, and of course, but more than anything, we have to daven. There's actually a tefillah. It's a tefillah that in some shuls and in some sidurim, They have a tefillah not just for Shlom Medina Yisrael, for the Yoatzav, all the Yoatzim, and the Shlem HaMedina in the land that you live in. I think, in fact, of Shimshon Rafa Hirsch used to say this also brought. It's based on Psukim in Yirmiyahu Hanavi that you should daven for the success. And when you're watching, when you're listening to all the inauguration, half the time you should be pulling out a Tilm and saying, please help him really be the Shaliach and Alvai Taka. It should be ushering in Yemais HaMashiach Gevaldik. We'll jump, we'll celebrate. You know, someone once asked of Noach Weinberg, he said, a lady asked him, why is it that Mashiach can't be a lady? So Noach had such great wisdom. He said, these are his words. He said, lady, if you could get the job done, I'm right behind you. So whoever could get the job done, halvai, we should be zeiche. But in the meantime, we have to daven, and we have to learn, and we have to trust that it's the Rebbeinu Shem that's the only one that can do anything. And halvai, we should be zeiche. And many people should join also the Daf Yomi. Those that are not connected yet to learning, there's about, I forgot the exact number, but there's about 11 or 12 million Jews in the world, and about maybe 2 million, maybe less, that are connected to Torah. And that is, in itself is something that today, when we're celebrating the Siyum Torah, we have to daven and cry that they should also be connected, that every Jew should be connected to Torah, and the schus of Hasidus, and the schus of the Litvischer world, and the schus of any schuyas that we have, that we could bring everyone back and join together, because Torah really is the one thing that's me'achad everyone, especially Daf Yomi. It's something that no matter where you go, you're connected to everyone else that's doing the same daf. That was the idea of Amir Shapiro, to create more unity, and it's a famous vote from I forgot, it was from the Briskerov, I think, that said that Talmud Bavli and Talmud Yerushalmi is also the gematrias of Tzion b'mishpat Yipodeh b'shaver b'tzdaka. That's one of the main ways we're going to come out of this Galus, especially Galus Mitzrayim. So a good yontif to everyone and a good celebration. And ach tov v'chesed, we should appreciate the tov and the chesed and even the effort, and especially the effort that is required to learn and to dedicate it to coming to shir, not skipping a daf. It's hard many times, but it's worth it.